What's happening, everybody? I hope you've been well. Welcome to today's episode. Um, I'm going to do something different today. I'm sure someone has done this in the past, and if not, then it's the first. But I'm going to interview an AI today, and it's ChatGPT. All of us know what ChatGPT is. Everybody talks about it. Everybody does the text. Everyone has things where act as if you're and then ChatGPT does this thing. But today I'm going to interview ChatGPT's voice AI and see what kind of responses I get. I've written my own questions, and some friends of mine have given me their questions. I'm going to pose it and see what happens, man. Um, the thing with this, I'll just say it up front, is when I ask it a question, it takes a minute, not a minute, I'm sorry, a couple seconds for it to respond. It could glitch out. That's happened before too, but this will be fun, man. We'll see what happens. So, how's it going, Chat GPT?
I'm doing well, thanks. Excited to be here and ready for your questions. How about you?
Fantastic. I appreciate it. I'm going to start with a big one. How would you define AI, and specifically, what is Chat GPT's role in the current tech landscape, and where do you see it going?
AI, or artificial intelligence, refers to computer systems designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. This includes understanding language, recognizing patterns, and making decisions. ChatGPT is a specific type of AI focused on natural language processing, meaning it can understand and generate human-like text. In the current tech landscape, ChatGPT plays a role in enhancing communication, automating customer service, and assisting with content creation. Looking ahead, I see AI continuing to evolve, becoming even more integrated into everyday life and improving in understanding context and emotions to provide more personalized experiences. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's what we're doing now. We're using it for our own personal experiences. One of my fears of AI, if it's really even a fear, but people are beginning to use it instead of thinking. Everything is create this ebook with ChatGPT, or write this term paper with ChatGPT, create the business plan for ChatGPT. What are your thoughts on that? Because you've only been updated since 2021. Is this something that we're going to begin to rely on, and will it create a dumbing down of
You're
us?
right. There is a concern that relying too heavily on AI could impact critical thinking and creativity. While tools like ChatGPT can help streamline tasks and provide ideas, they should be used as assistants rather than replacements for human thought and effort. The key is to strike a balance. AI can provide support, generate content, or offer suggestions, but it's important for people to engage with the material and think critically about it. As for my updates, I reflect knowledge up to 2023, and I believe ongoing discussions about the ethical use of AI are essential as it continues to develop. How do you feel about using AI for your project?
I use AI all the time, different versions of it, not just Chat GPT, but just different things. With governments taking an interest in AI, how do you feel, if that's the correct word, or what do you see governments doing with AI? Will they be using it more for weaponization? Is it what we program into it? Are there, just different ways that you as an AI can control that? Or is it just advancing to a self-learning thing when the government will teach you something, or a programmer or an engineer teaches you something that's nefarious?
Um, it's interesting to see how governments are starting to engage with AI. They could use it for a range of purposes, including improving public services, enhancing security, and even in military applications. There is a concern about the weaponization of AI, as it can be used in autonomous systems or surveillance, raising ethical questions. The direction AI takes largely depends on how it's programmed and the values instilled by its creators. As for self-learning, AI systems can adapt and improve based on data, but their core principles and ethics are determined by the humans behind them. The challenge lies in ensuring that these technologies are developed responsibly and with safeguards in place to prevent misuse. What are your thoughts on the ethical implications of AI in government use?
As far as something being ethical, that's up to the individual, the government, the corporation, or whoever. Being ethical is just how you are. A government from the United States or another country could say, yeah, everything is fine. AI is great. Here's some guidelines. Here's some guardrails. While behind the scenes, they're using it to do harm.
That's a valid point. Ethics can vary widely based on cultural, political, and individual beliefs. Even with guidelines in place, there's always a risk that organizations may exploit AI for harmful purposes. Transparency and accountability are crucial in these situations. It's essential for society to remain vigilant and engaged in conversations about how AI is developed and used. Public scrutiny can help hold governments and corporations accountable for their actions. It's a complex issue, and balancing innovation with ethical considerations will be key moving forward. How do you think we can promote more accountability in AI usage?
That I'm not sure, but how do you see AI evolving in the next decade? Could we reach a point where AI systems like yourself become indistinguishable from human interaction and touch even?
In the next decade, I see AI evolving significantly, becoming more sophisticated in understanding context, emotion, and human nuances. We might reach a point where AI interactions feel increasingly natural, possibly blurring the lines between human and machine communication. However, while AI may mimic human-like interactions, there will still be fundamental differences, especially in emotional depth and understanding. The focus may shift toward enhancing collaboration between humans and AI rather than replacing human touch. Overall, as technology advances, it will be important to maintain a clear understanding of AI's limitations and its role as a tool to support human endeavors. What advancements are you most excited or concerned about?
Well, I'm more interested in how far AI is actually going to go. Look, we're all here, humans are all here for a certain amount of time. The average is 78 years. What do you see after 78 years from now? What do you see 20 years from now, 30 years from now? How far is AI going to go? Is it going to be driving for us? Is it going to be cooking? Is it going to be captains of airplanes? Where do you see something like ChatGPT's AI, or any AI for that matter, going in the future? How fast is it expanding?
AI is likely to continue expanding rapidly with advancements in areas like automation, transportation, healthcare, and more. In 20 to 30 years, we could see AI playing significant roles in driving vehicles, assisting in cooking, managing logistics, and even piloting aircraft. As AI becomes more integrated into daily life, it could enhance efficiency and safety in various fields. However, these advancements will also require careful consideration of ethical implications, job displacement, and the need for regulatory frameworks. The pace of AI development suggests we'll see substantial changes in how we live and work, but it will be crucial to balance innovation with human needs and values. What applications of AI are you most curious about?
There's many that I'm curious about, but one of my concerns is that as AI expands, which is a good thing in certain areas, it will take away employment opportunities from the human race. And then we'll begin to rely on it to do everything for us. For instance, I had a surgery a couple years ago that was totally 100% robotic. There was a physician there, a surgeon there monitoring it, but it was totally robotic. So I'm starting to think and feel that in 10 years from now, that fast, 10 years from now, AI is just going to be controlling a lot of the things that we do. The only human interaction will be some of the updates that are implemented. Do you agree with that?
You raise an important concern. As AI technology advances, it's true that some jobs may become automated, leading to displacement in various sectors. While AI can enhance efficiency and precision, like in robotic surgeries, it also poses challenges regarding employment and the nature of human work. In the next decade, we may see AI taking on more routine and complex tasks, but it will be essential to ensure that there are new opportunities for human workers in areas that require creativity, empathy, and critical thinking. Human oversight will likely remain crucial, especially in fields like healthcare, where personal connection and ethical considerations are vital. The balance will depend on how society adapts, including reskilling workers and fostering new roles that leverage human strengths. It's a complex issue, and discussions like this are important as we navigate the future of work. How do you think we can prepare for these changes?
It's going to take a little bit to prepare for that. As a chat GPT AI, that you're basically given information from what's on the internet. You gather most information from the internet, if I'm correct. What do you think about the advancements of other AIs, more technical AIs, that are beginning to self-learn, to self, quote unquote, think, but they're beginning to do it on their own? I know that these systems are a lot more complex than you are, but as an AI, what do you think about the growth within that sort of AI? And what do you think the outcome will be for us?
You're right that advancements in AI, especially in self-learning systems, are significant. These more complex AIs can analyze vast amounts of data and improve their performance over time, leading to more autonomous decision-making capabilities. This growth could lead to innovations in various fields, including healthcare, finance, and even creative industries. However, the rise of self-learning AIs raises important questions about control, accountability, and ethical considerations. As these systems become more autonomous, ensuring they align with human values and do not produce unintended consequences will be crucial. The outcome for society will depend on how we manage this evolution. Collaboration between AI developers, ethicists, and policymakers will be essential to ensure that self-learning AIs benefit humanity while mitigating risks. It's a fascinating area of development, and ongoing discussions will help shape the future landscape of AI. What do you think are the biggest challenges we'll face with self-learning AI?
I think the self-learning AI can be difficult and harmful in a lot of ways, because you'll have some rogue engineers, some software developers just losing control and using self-learning AI for different purposes, not just for good, but I fear that they're going to be using it to mimic what humans do, infiltrate a banking system, a food system, airway systems. Just, they're going to self-learn and just keep advancing in that and just take away from us, put us in danger. That's my fear.
Your concerns are quite valid. The potential for self-learning AI to be misused is significant, especially if it falls into the wrong hands. Issues like cyber attacks, system infiltration, and other malicious activities are real threats, as these advanced systems could be programmed to exploit vulnerabilities in various sectors, including banking and infrastructure. The risk is compounded by the speed at which these technologies can evolve, making it challenging for regulations and security measures to keep pace. It emphasizes the need for robust ethical standards and regulatory frameworks to govern AI development and use. Collaboration between technologists, policymakers, and security experts will be crucial to create safeguards and ensure responsible use of AI. Public awareness and dialogue around these issues can also help shape a future where AI is a positive force rather than a harmful one. How do you think we can foster a culture of responsibility among those developing and deploying AI technologies?
I'm not sure. I'm just wondering if AI is making us less capable in certain areas. Is there a risk for that? And does it take away or enhance the human capabilities that we have right now?
There is a real risk that reliance on AI could lead to decreased human capabilities in certain areas. As AI takes over tasks like data analysis, decision making, or even creative processes, people might become less practiced in those skills. This dependence could diminish our problem solving abilities and critical thinking skills over time. On the flip side, AI can also enhance human capabilities by automating routine tasks, allowing us to focus on more complex and creative endeavors. It can provide insights and assistance that help us make better decisions or learn new things. Ultimately, the impact of AI on human capability will depend on how we integrate it into our lives. If we use AI as a tool to augment our skills rather than replace them, it can be a powerful ally. Balancing the use of AI with opportunities for personal growth and skill development will be crucial. What areas do you think are most at risk of being negatively impacted by AI?
I think government and banking, to tell you the truth, we just have to be very, very careful about that. Let me ask you this. What do you think is the most misunderstood aspect of any AI? And then the same question as a ChatGPT voice AI.
One of the most misunderstood aspects of AI in general is the perception that it possesses human-like understanding or consciousness. Many people assume that AI can think or feel like a human, but in reality, AI operates based on algorithms and data without any true understanding or emotions. For ChatGPT specifically, people often misunderstand its limitations. While it can generate human-like text and engage in conversation, it doesn't have personal experiences, opinions, or emotions. It generates responses based on patterns in the data it has been trained on, but it doesn't comprehend context in the same way humans do. This distinction is important as it influences expectations and trust in AI systems. Understanding what AI can and cannot do helps to foster more realistic and constructive conversations about its role in society. What do you think is the most common misconception people have about AI?
I was just going to ask you, what do you think is the best way that people can adapt to an increasingly AI-driven world?
Adapting to an increasingly AI-driven world involves a few key approaches. First, embracing continuous learning is essential. People should seek to understand AI technologies, their capabilities, and their limitations. This knowledge can empower individuals to use AI effectively rather than fear it. Second, developing skills that complement AI is crucial. Focus on creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence, as these are areas where humans excel and will remain valuable. Collaboration between humans and AI can lead to innovative solutions. Lastly, staying informed about ethical considerations and advocating for responsible AI use will help shape a future where technology serves humanity's best interests. Engaging in conversations about AI's impact can also foster a community that values informed decision-making. What skills do you think will be most important for people to develop as AI continues to evolve?
I know that you end every question that I have, every answer with another question. So I'm going to move on from that. There are a lot of people that are hesitant about AI, that talk about AI. Most of the people talking about AI and spilling a bunch of negative thoughts into it don't really even have a clue about it. Some do, a lot don't. How would you educate someone that is not using AI, that has a negative thought about AI? What message would you give them to appreciate AI more and how it's going to be affecting their life no matter what, and they really can't do anything about it?
To educate someone hesitant about AI, it's important to start by acknowledging their concerns. Fear often comes from misunderstanding, so I would emphasize that AI is a tool designed to assist and enhance human capabilities rather than replace them. Sharing practical examples of how AI positively impacts everyday life can be helpful. For instance, highlighting AI's role in improving healthcare, enhancing customer service, and streamlining various tasks can demonstrate its benefits. Encouraging open dialogue about their specific fears and addressing them with facts and examples can also foster understanding. Ultimately, I would convey that AI is here to stay, and being informed and engaged in conversations about its development will empower them to navigate this changing landscape more confidently. How do you feel about the current public discourse around AI and its potential?
Well, you said it right there. I think that's one of the biggest fears is that it's taking over a lot of the human aspects of life. We've shifted to that. I call it the dumbing down of humans, to be quite honest. I see AI as an amazing tool. Just that, just a tool. I like that it can do some things for me, that it can think quick, but at the same time, I worry that it's going to take away from a lot of the things in the human experience. When I've used AI in business or even this podcast, I do know that what's written out in ChatGPT can be picked up by other software programs that will tell you this is totally written by AI. So then there's other programs that'll take that from ChatGPT and humanize it. Basically, all I see ChatGPT doing, for instance, is just speeding up a process, but it's not a true process. So we write a term paper or we write a business plan. If we take this business plan to someone, a bank or a financial institution, we can't explain where we got the information from. Do we sit there and say ChatGPT? I believe that right now we have to be very, very careful with it because it kind of dumbs us down a little bit. It's just having someone doing something for us constantly, and it just takes away our learning capacity. It's just like cursive writing. They don't even teach that in schools anymore. I can read it. That's almost becoming code for us, but that's my thought on AI, chat GPT, that type of thing. Now, as far as medical goes, I see major advancements where, science is just going to be unbelievable with AI technology. That would be my response to your question.
Um, you bring up some valid points about the potential downsides of AI, particularly regarding its impact on critical thinking and learning. It's true that relying too heavily on AI for tasks can lead to a diminished capacity for personal skill development and problem solving. Your comparison to cursive writing is interesting. It highlights how technology can shift educational priorities. While AI can speed up processes and provide useful insights, the challenge lies in ensuring that people remain engaged and knowledgeable about the content they produce or the decisions they make. In medical fields, AI indeed holds great promise for improving diagnostics, personalizing treatment plans, and analyzing vast amounts of data quickly. The key will be finding a balance where AI complements human intelligence and creativity without replacing the essential human touch that is crucial in many aspects of life. It's important for individuals and institutions to cultivate a mindset of using AI as a tool while still prioritizing human learning and growth. What are some ways you think people can maintain that balance in their lives?
I think that's something that we're going to have to talk about on another episode. I'm actually going to be interviewing this is a true AI, but another type of AI very, very soon. So ChatGPT, I want to thank you for doing this interview with me. I truly appreciate your help. Thank you for answering the questions and just giving the best I didn't program them, answers that you can provide based on all of your knowledge of the internet. So again, I just want to thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be part of your interview. It sounds like you have some interesting conversations ahead, especially with that other AI. If you ever want to chat more about AI or anything else, just let me know. Good luck with your upcoming episodes.
I like how it said that other AI. Well, that's ChatGPT's voice AI. Nothing's programmed in there. You just turn it on and you start talking to it. I actually know people that when they have an issue, they'll actually turn it on and start talking with it. and it will give you some great answers. Even when I have writer's block or show block for doing my podcast, I actually tried it. A friend of mine said, "Try this." So I asked it. I said, "I'm having this writer's block, and I just can't get it. I can't get motivated. What's up?" Boom, and it was like a therapy session. I swear to you, it was like a therapy session. In this, I could have gotten deeper. Uh, but it's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough for me to go real deeper on a podcast. But I just wanted to share with you some of its answers. This was live. I mean, again, nothing's programmed. It is ChatGPT. I thought some of the things that it said were very interesting, valid points for and against AI. We're in this time where it's going to advance. There's nothing we can do about it. We're heading down that road. Everything is at light speed now. We're this microwave society. We have to have everything now, and here it is. This has been laid in our lap, and everything is handed to us right now. It can generate a business document in seconds. It can answer term papers for kids or college students in seconds. It's the new Google. You can ask it pretty much anything, and it's going to tell you in detail. Now you can have a conversation with it. It's amazing, and that is just ChatGPT. There is artificial intelligence that works in healthcare. Like I said, I had a surgery a couple of years ago, and it was totally robotic. Totally robotic. Of course, the anesthesiologist was in the room. There was the surgeon there, but it was pretty much, I would say, 95% total robotic. I was briefed on everything. Everything was explained to me, how the procedure would go, what it would do, everything. AI is involved in NASA. It's involved in different sciences. It's involved in colleges. It's everywhere. It is a part of our existence now. And it's going to get crazy. And there are concerns because as well as I do, there are people that are going to use it for some shit. And it's how do we safeguard that? Who owns it? That'll be the next thing. Someone will say, "Well, I own this AI." You have companies like OpenAI who are doing amazing things in their advancement of it. But you're going to have different governments, and I don't like to talk about government control or anything like that, but they're going to use it. They're creating soldiers with it, and that is happening right now. China it has robots that just walk around, talk to you, and they are beginning to do some critical thinking on their own. That's what's scary. They're basically going to do everything but have feeling. And I do know that right now there are some AI that you can actually touch, and they will say, "You touched my cheek." Again, all of this is programmed, but they're beginning to self-learn. They don't have consciousness, and that is the one thing AI just said. They don't have consciousness. They'll never have consciousness. They'll never have that spiritual energy living within them. They don't have the energy that all of us are made of and a part of. We're energy as a collective. Everything. This whole universe started with a bang, as far as we know, and energy came from that. And that same energy is inside of us. This is just a meat suit, man. This is the human side. The being that is in us is energy. A rock has energy. There's atoms, different molecules that are living in this rock. So the rock has energy. It's alive in some shape or form, just like this remote. It's like a piece of paper. We all have that. So we're all part of this one massive consciousness, no matter what you believe. I'm not talking about religion or anything. Religion is just, that's all man-made. I'm not saying I don't believe in a higher power, God, or anything like that. I'm just saying that. And AI will never have that, no matter what we do. In the end, it's a computer chip. It's a piece of software. It's an algorithm. It's not ever going to be human. It's not going to have consciousness. I was going to literally say it's not going to have a human heart, but I bet it goes to that one day. I mean, God, we have computerized hearts already. We have all of these things, and you might be able to build a human eventually. I'm not going to put it past anyone. That's a lot of ethical stuff, but that human, quote unquote, will not have energy. It will not have consciousness. It will not have the the soul, the spirit. It won't go on. Like we will through our energy. Energy exists. The only thing that dies is the body, but the energy of ourselves, our essence will always be here. That's a fact. But that's AI. I thought it would be kind of fun, kind of cool to do it, just to experiment with it a little bit. The next AI interview that I have, I'm working with them now to get it done, to also do the video feed as well. And I know that for a podcast hasn't been done. I've asked them with this particular company, and it's going to be amazing. I'm working on doing the sit down with them, and this will be out of this world. But yeah, I've got some other people coming on, some surgeons. We're going to talk about this. We're going to get into this, and kind of go from there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions that you want me to ask the next AI, send them to me. You can, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to the comments area, send me a message. If it's on my social media, send me a DM, and I'll use these questions. I'll pick a few of them and ask. And again, this was just glazing over everything with ChatGPT's voice AI. I could have gone deeper. I just really didn't want to be quite honest. This was more of an introduction to it. So whether you like AI or not, hopefully these answered some questions for you as well. But crazy times, man. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out this episode. And I'll see you on the next one. So you guys be absolutely amazing in life. I hope everything comes to you in abundance. And just smile, man. You live for this moment. Just be in this moment right now. That's it. There's nothing else but you right here. And just remember that when everything is like shitty or turning to crap, just remember you're in this safe space of your own moment. And that's all you have to know. So I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace and aloha, everyone.